I'll never forget the sound of a live gun inside of a room going off and hitting some shit behind me. Hi, I'm Brandon Rogers, and here's the time I almost didn't check out of an abandoned hotel. All right, I grew up in Northern California. In Northern California, there is this abandoned hotel in the middle of nowhere. Big place, stairs, marble staircase when you walk in. The thing's like 4 or 5, it's a big bitch building. We used to throw parties here. We used to have get-togethers, and we used to, some of us would do sex and do drugs, anything you wanted to do, because it was a lawless place. It was in the middle of nowhere. One day, we were there. I think at this time I was about 18, 19 years old. I was old enough to know better. I don't know what we were doing, some kind of drug, but that's another story. All of a sudden, we hear a pair of footsteps walk in through the front door. And then we hear another pair, and pretty soon there's a handful of people that have entered this building that we thought we had to ourselves. Well, fuck. Someone's in our turf, and we're trying to have fun, and we can't let anyone see us smoking what we were smoking. So we went downstairs. When you're a teenager, you're thinking, oh fuck, there's a groundskeeper or it's police or somewhere, we're fucked. But then we were relieved because it was just a bunch of kids. I mean, they were like 14, 15 years. Oh, okay, I mean, you never, as a teenager, you always want to run into people younger than you because at least they're not really a threat. Oh boy, had we known better. These kids were slightly less than the Hills Have Eyes people, but a bit worse than the Deliverance people. You know what I mean? They're right there with it, where hick meets anus. The hick life is a subgenre that freaks me the fuck out. I walk up to them and I'm feeling, all high and mighty because they're kids, and I want to show my friends that I can maintain our turf. We politely asked them, "Get the fuck out of here. This is our place." And they declined, and they pulled out guns. I want to say it's some sort of they were a two-handed something. It wasn't like a gun. It was like a gun. I don't know if it was a shotgun. I don't know guns. It was something big and fucked me up. Every one of these kids has a fucking gun, mind you. It isn't just their asshole leader. All of these little maggots have firearms. And I'll never forget, they just held up a gun and they said, "You need to leave." And I said, "My dad owns this land. You have to leave." I don't know what was going through my head. To this day, I am trying to think of what the fuck I was thinking. No, I'm a teenager. That's what it was. As a teenager, you kind of have this immortality factor about you. And one of them aimed his gun at me. And at this point, I must have started to at least piss, probably more. And so he just aims a little bit off to the right or left of my head. And I'll never forget the sound of a live gun inside of a room going off and hitting some shit behind me. I've never gone from full, big dick to little chode in an instant. This is the biggest disappointment. My life did not flash before my eyes. I did not see a goddamn thing. I would have died and not known what the fuck had happened. I would have just suddenly arrived in wherever, hell probably, and gone like, oh, well, I guess he wasn't lying. And so we left. And it's a fucking mile hike back to the car. We hike a mile on this dirt road, and they follow us in a goddamn quad the entire way with guns raised behind us, making sure we get back and leave. Anyway, we all kind of made it back home, and funny enough, none of us have really talked about this situation. Maybe I can send them this video and this will be a good little spark to remember when this happened. Hopefully I got the details right, but we all about shit ourselves. That is accurate.